your places call. All performers, we are 2 minutes to on the air. Places. All right, everyone, we are live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for Sing, 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 the sounds of Stafford, live and on the air with WSRCS Radio, Stafford, Virginia. Thank you, Staffordshire sisters. For the next 90 minutes, we'll serenade you and swing you around with songs right out of the hit parade. With music director Jason Michael, pianist Kathy Hoskins, the WSRCS Radio Singers and Orchestra, and a cavalcade of great soloists. We are ready to entertain you wherever you call home. So sit back, relax, or better still, get on those dancing shoes, because it's time to sing, sing, sing.
Hey, Nothing says jazz quite like the sophisticated stylings of band leader Duke Ellington. So here we are with a medley of some of the greatest hits featuring soloist Nancy Michael. What's it all about? Honey, it don't mean a thing.
To
Now let's have a big hand for the first of our great soloists, Shannon and Brad, with a duet made famous by Bing Crosby and the Andrews Sisters. The only country song ever to top Billboard Music's chart, it's the hillbilly favorite, Pistol Packin' Mama.
I was drinking beer in a cabaret and having fun, till one night she caught me riding and I'm on the road. Oh, lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down.
See you every night, babe, and I'll woo you every day. I'll be your regular mama if you put that gun away. Oh, lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing daddy, lay that pistol down.
She broke up my windshield, she hit me over the head. She cussed and cried and said I lied and wished that I was dead. Oh, lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down.
Pappy made a batch of corn, the revenuers came. The draw was slow, so now they know you can't do that to me. Oh, lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing daddy, lay that pistol down.
Great job, Shannon and Brad. Now, before we pause for our first commercial, we're going to hear one from the Great White Way. This new song from those masters of the musical, Richard Rodgers and Larry Hart, has recently been written for the upcoming revival of their 1927 Broadway hit, A Connecticut Yankee. Back on the boards after 16 years, the wicked wit of Larry Hart never fails to impress. Here with To Keep My Love Alive is our own comic femme fatale, Pat Jeanette. Pat.
Try that again. Okay, never mind. Take two. I've been married and often I've sighed. I'm never a bridesmaid, I'm always the bride. I never divorced them, I hadn't the heart. Yet remember these sweet words, till death do us part. I've married many men, a ton of them, because I wasn't true to none of them, because I bumped off every one of them to keep my love alive. Sir Paul was frail, he looked a wreck to me. At night he was a horse's neck to me. So I performed an appendectomy to keep my love alive. Sir Thomas had insomnia, he couldn't sleep at night. strapped in by my mattress side to keep my love alive, to keep my love alive.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Everybody's saying Spam, the new miracle meat by Hormel.
And everybody's serving Spam quickly, easily for breakfast, lunch, dinner, supper, and the cotillion.
Smart ladies have discovered a brand new word for something good to eat. The last word in delicious meals. And it's so easy to serve, Spam.
Because it needs no refrigeration. You can keep Spam always on hand, ready for action.
Cold or hot, Spam hits the spot. Speak to your food dealer today.
Or else.
Say
Spam!
Spam!
And we're back. And speaking of smart ladies, how about one from those mistresses of harmony, the Andrews Sisters? Made popular after its premiere in the Abbott and Costello Laugh Riot, Buck Privates Come Home, here are our wonderful ladies of song with Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy.
And that was Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, featuring our own Bugle Boy, Pat Nidick, along with all of the WSRCS Orchestra.
Bobby Sock. That's none other than the chair of our scholarship committee, Barb Leroy.
Hello, everyone. We hope you're enjoying our show featuring so many songs you love. WSRCS delights not only in sharing our music, but also helping the next generation as well. In fact, we've given scholarships to encourage our young musicians for years now. During these trying times, we encourage you not only to do your part for the war effort, but to consider the future and also support music education for our local children through what we're calling educational bonds. Your donation will help us continue to exist and offer scholarships for our graduating seniors locally. We have two examples for you today. One is Davison Smith. Davison won our competition 2 years ago. He's a chemistry student. He's a student over at the University of Kansas, majoring in both music and biochemistry. I kind of wonder what Uncle Sam's going to do with that biochemistry one. He's actively involved in several different ensembles and is currently on the Dean's List with a 3.99 GPA. He'll be playing the West End Blues for us. We're delighted to finally be able to feature him in one of our concerts, as well as a young man named Ryan Leaf. Ryan won our competition earlier this past year. He not only plays the piano exceptionally well, but he is part of the North Stafford High School marching band and wind ensembles. In those groups, he plays not only keyboard, bass guitar in the pit, and trombone in the wind ensemble. He has also played in all-district band for the past 2 years. He also plays bass with their jazz ensemble. Ryan plans to attend James Madison University and currently holds a 3.9 GPA on top of all of that. He will be playing I Loves You Porgy from Gershwin's Porgy and Bess coming up soon. But for now, please enjoy a solo from the young man you've already heard in our pit so far tonight, Davison Smith playing the West End Blues.
our other scholarship winner. We need to pause for these commercial messages.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Independent tobacco experts again name Lucky Strike the first choice over any other brand. So for your own real deep down smoking enjoyment, remember, LSMFT. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So round, so firm, so fully packed, and so free and easy on the draw. That's Lucky Strike.
Thank you. And now, Ryan Leaf with From Porgy and Bess, I Loves You, Porgy.
Thank you, Ryan. We now continue with...
Say, who's that was just walked in? This place is getting to be like Grand Central Station.
Oh, well, Bobby Sock, that's the chair of our Ladies Auxiliary in charge of creating raffle baskets to raise funds that help us keep on the air. Gabrielle Wazak. Gabrielle, what brings you here today?
Thanks for asking, Ken. So, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us here at WSRCS Studios. It's that time of our program to introduce our raffle baskets. Our show stays on the air thanks to the donations from our listeners. Raffle tickets are 1 for $2, 4 for $5, or 7 for $10. So get your moolah ready to buy some raffle tickets for our Killer Diller basket prizes. To kick things off, we will announce our first winner now. Here is our Luck of the Irish basket. And our lucky winner is Michelle Potter. Congratulations, Michelle. You may pick up your basket after the program.
I'm giving my basket away. My friend Sherry's in the very back row in blue sweatshirt, and I would like to give it to her.
Ah, Sherry. Thank you to Michelle and Sherry. Stay tuned for us to announce the rest of the winners later this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to close the first half of our program with another tribute to those two great brothers of song, George and Ira Gershwin, featuring soloist Ken Todd. Sadly, George is no longer with us, but his music sure is. Earlier you heard I Loves You Porgy by the incomparable Ryan Leith. Now the full ensemble is going to sing for you a medley of tunes to remind you just how versatile those brothers were together. Afterward, we're going to take a 15-minute break while we prepare to bring you more great music in part 2 of our program. But don't touch that dial. WIGTRM in Chicago is going to cover for us until we return. This is Swingin' with the Gershwins. And we'll be right back. See you in a few.
And we're off.
Intermission. Yes, she's going to do it before we go live.
I think it's time for another basket. Back on the air. Just 1 quick minute. Right now we have our Easter basket. Let's see who our winner is. Oh, there's a lot in here. Lisa Wright. All right. Okay, Lisa, you can get your basket after our program. Thank you.
Places, everyone. Places for Act 2. We go live momentarily. Audience, ready? We are live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the second half of Sing, 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 the sound of Stafford, live and on the air with WSRCS Radio, Stafford, Virginia. And thank you, Staffordshire sisters, Gabrielle, Carol, and Nancy.
We continue our program with a medley of some great tunes written by Count Basie, Harry Warren, and Johnny Mercer, among others, with guest soloist Lisa Wright leading the Jersey Bounce, and the WSRCS singers back to sing for you, Why Nothing Could Be Finer. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special treat for you. You're all familiar with the music of that dynamic duo of song and wit, Rodgers and Hart. But have you ever heard of the music of Rodgers and Hammerstein? That's right. This season, composer Richard Rodgers has taken a break from his writing partner of nearly 30 years to give a new partner a try. Set to open on March 31st in just a few weeks, their new show is to be called Oklahoma. Oklahoma, does that sound like a hit to you? Who knows? But we've been fortunate enough to arrange with them to preview on this program 2 of the songs in their upcoming musical comedy. So without further ado, here's soprano Gabrielle Watzik with Out of My Dreams, and then tenor Chris Moore will take us to Kansas City. Away we go. Gabrielle?
Out of my dreams and into your arms I long to fly. I will come as evening comes to woo a waiting sky. Out of my dreams and into the mist of falling shadows, when the mist is low and stars are breaking through, then out of my dreams I'll go into a dream with you. Won't have to go on making up stories. You'll be there. Think of the bright midsummer night glories we can share. Won't have to go on kissing a daydream. I'll have you. You'll be real. Real as the white moon lighting the blue. Out of my dreams and into your arms I long to fly. I will come as evening comes to woo a waiting sky. Out of my dreams and into the hush of falling shadows, when the mist is low and stars are breaking through, then out of my dreams I'll go into a dream with you.
I got to Kansas City on a Friday. By Saturday, I learned a thing or two. 'Cause up till then, I didn't have an idea of what the modern world was coming to. I counted 20 gas buggies going by themselves almost every time I took a walk. And then I put my ear to a bell telephone, and a strange woman started in to talk.
What next?
What next? Everything's up to date in Kansas City. They're gone about as far as they can go. They went and built a skyscraper 7 stories high, about as high as a building ought to grow. Everything's like a dream in Kansas City. It's better than a magic lantern show. You can turn the radiator on whenever you want some heat. With every kind of comfort, every house is all complete. You can walk to privies in the rain and never wet your feet. They've gone about as far as they can go. They've gone They got a big theater they call the Burley Q. For 50 cents you could see a dandy show. One of the girls was fat and pink and pretty, as round above as she was round below. I could swear that she was padded from her shoulder to her heel, but then she started dancing, made me absolutely feel that every single thing she had was absolutely real. She went about as far as she could go. She went about as far as she could go.
Thank you, Gabrielle and Chris. So wonderful. How exciting to hear new music. And only time will tell if Oklahoma becomes a hit. Mr. Hammerstein hasn't had much of a success since Showboat in 1927, so let's wish them both the very best with this. They might need it.
Wowie! Hey, kid! Who's that elegantly dressed woman who just walked into the studio?
Well, Bobby Sock, speaking of show business news, it's none other than Betsy LeBar, our local answer to Hedda Hopper with Stafford's Showbiz Scoop. Welcome, Miss LeBar. The microphone is yours.
This is Betsy LeBar, your social reporter, bringing you the latest exclusive stories from Tinseltown. Orson Welles, on the 2nd anniversary of the radio broadcast that put America in a panic, is planning to entertain the troops overseas with his magic act. Perhaps, Mr. Rels, you should stick to magic as a profession. Your latest film, Citizen Kane, seems to be a box office bomb and will soon be forgotten. Dear listeners, have you heard about the Hollywood Canteen? It's a club where soldiers, sailors, and Marines can enter free of charge. Dozens of Hollywood stars volunteer to wait tables, cook, and entertain our troops. The other night, one lucky soldier was the 1 millionth guest. He was escorted into the club by none other than Marlene Dietrich and received a kiss from our pinup girl, Miss Betty Grable. Olivia de Havilland, our dear Melanie from Gone with the Wind, is in hot water with her studio. She is suing Warner Brothers for extending her contract beyond the 7-year limit. Jack Warner, take note. Melanie is no one to be trifled with. That's all for now, dear listeners. Remember what I always say. Strip away the tinsel from Hollywood, and you'll find the real tinsel underneath. Until next time, this is Betsy LeBar, wishing you all a good night.
Whoa, we need to take a moment and lower the temperature after all that hot Hollywood gossip. Let's slow things down with that cool Cole Porter classic. This is Night and Day.
Let's linger in the nighttime just a little longer with our guest soloist, Lisa Wright, singing Blues in the Night, or as you might know it better, My Mama Done Told Me.
My mama done told me when I was in pigtails. My mama done told me, hon, a man's gonna sweet talk and give you the big eye. But when the sweet talking's done, a man is a two-face, a worrisome thing who'll leave you to sing the blues in the night. Now the rains are falling, hear the train a-calling, ooh-wee. My mama done told me, hear that lonesome whistle blowing across the trestle, ooh-wee. My mama done told me, oh, hooty-hoo-wee, oh, clickety-clacks echoing back the blues in the night. The evening breeze will start the trees to crying, and the moon will hide its light. When you get the blues in the night, take my word, the mockingbird will sing the saddest kind of song. He knows things are wrong, and he's right. From Natchez to Mobile, from Memphis to St. Joe, wherever the four winds blow. I've been to some big towns and heard me some big talk, but there is one thing I know. A man is a two-face, a worrisome thing who'll leave you to sing the blues in the night. My mama was right, there's blues in the night.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Fresh up and smile. Like your spirits rise? Like to smile? Then 7-Up is made for you. You'll love its fresh, clean taste, its happy, bubbling sparkle. You'll like the way it quenches your thirst, the way it cools your mouth and your throat, the way it gives you a fresh up. You just can't help but smile. You like it, it likes you. 7-Up.
What would an American concert be nowadays without a tribute to the good men and women fighting the good fight overseas right now against Hitler and the forces of darkness? Even as we share this music together today, our allies, the Russians, are fighting for their lives in Stalingrad, Our boys are taking a beating at Guadalcanal, and news of the British defeat at Kasserine Pass is just starting to reach American wire services. The war, just as Mrs. Miniver has learned in Hollywood, is reaching our shores. But fear not, there are heroes everywhere. And one such hero is local gal Virginia Jinx Shaw, currently serving overseas in Australia and Milne Bay with the Red Cross. Mrs. Shaw's little boy Billy occasionally sings with us. So we'd like to dedicate the next 2 numbers to her and to all the little boys and girls stateside that are waiting patiently for their patriotic mommies and daddies to triumphantly return. First off, we'll hear soprano Marcy Alessi sing What We're All Feeling, I'll Be Seeing You. And then our Mostly Men's Ensemble will lay tribute to our great country with Mr. Berlin's unofficial national anthem, God Bless America, featuring soloist David Garrison. Billy, if you're listening, this one's for you. Marcy?
All the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park, across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut trees, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in every night that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll wake you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut tree, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll wake you in the morning sun, and when the night is new,
to swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair as we raise our voices in a solemn And now, one last word from our sponsor.
As smooth as a waltz, the full, fine flavor of Schlitz is loved all the more because it's neither harsh nor bitter.
Brewed with just a kiss of the hops.
America's most distinguished brew achieves the smoothness so greatly desired by those who want fine beer without bitterness. Schlitz.
Just a kiss of the hops.
None of the bitterness. The beer that made Milwaukee famous.
Schlitz. Our program's winding down. So let's wind you all back up before we go. Here's Nancy Michael, Stafford's own Ethel Merman, with a great Rodgers and Hart number, The Lady is a Tramp. Take it away, Nancy.
I've wined and dined on mulligan stew and never wished for turkey as I hitched and hiked and grifted too from Maine to Albuquerque. Alas, I missed the Beaux-Arts ball, and what is twice as sad, I was never at a party where they honored Noel Cad, but social service like the free, fresh wind in my hair. Life without care. I'm broke, it's oak. Hate California, it's cold and it's damp. That's why the lady's a tramp. I go to Coney, the beach is divine. I go to ball games, the bleachers are fine. I follow Winchell and read every line. That's why the lady's a tramp. I like a prize fight that isn't a fake. I love the rowing on Central Park Lake. I go to opera and stay wide awake. That's why the lady's a tramp. I like the green grass under my shoes. What can I lose? I'm flat, that's that. I'm all alone when I lower my lamp. That's why the lady, that's why the lady, that's why the lady is a tramp.
Thank you, Nancy. Just 2 to go in our broadcast. We want to take this opportunity to thank you for tuning in today to WSRCS Radio and to St. Peter's Lutheran Church for letting us rehearse and perform this broadcast today.
And a big thank you to all of our donors, people who bought raffle tickets, donated to the scholarship bonds, and in one way or another contributed to the success of today's broadcast. Gabrielle will be back right after the broadcast to draw those lucky winners.
And let's have a big round of applause for our announcers today, Carmela and Ken. Also, Pat, Janelle, and Bobby Sock. And our intern announcer, Jonathan Schell. Let's not forget our fabulous musicians back there, Pat and Davidson. Jake and Joshua. Sydney and Kevin. Our incredible accompanist, Kathy Hoskins. Our sound engineers, Caleb and Stuart. Also, the office manager here, Stacy, Caleb's mother. She holds it all together. Our other rehearsal accompanists include Carol Ye and David Landrum. Your program today was made by Wendy Colby, and that beautiful slideshow that was running up there is by Laura Joy, sitting right over there. And thank you all out there in Radio Land for tuning in to us today.
And now, without further ado, we present my wife, Michelle, soloist in The Glory of Love. And we close our program with the song that defines swing, Glenn Miller's In the Mood. I know I am. Good night, everyone.
You've gotta give a little, take a little, and let your poor heart break a little.
first, I'm sure it won't be the last. All I wanna do is everything that you ask. Don't you know I'm really getting in the mood?
To the fingers and they're ready to pop. When I get to grooving in the way that it's soft. Maybe when we get there and the joint's gonna hop. Got to ride the feeling, maybe straight to the top. You gotta make my heart stop with the flippity flop. Baby, can't you tell I'm getting in the mood?
In the mood,
The joint is jumping,
in the groove,
we're on to something.
in the mood.
The band is pumping, swinging and the swaying and the rock and rolling.
Come on now,
We're on the party,
I know how.
yeah, to get started.
In the mood,
I'm going to boogie, roll that time in music now.
when the party's over, I just know where to go. Where the after hours people boogie, you know.
I wanna hang a while where the lights are real low. Whisper to me, baby, and we're taking it slow. And maybe if you're ready, then I'm ready to blow. Baby, I'm really getting in the mood.
In the mood,
The joint is jumping,
in the groove,
we're on to something.
in the mood.
The band is pumping, swinging and a swaying and a rock and rolling.
Come on now,
We're gonna party,
I know how.
yeah, to get started.
In the mood,
I'm gonna boogie, roll that time in music now. When the party's over, I just know where to go. Where the after hours people boogie, you know. I wanna hang a while where the lights are real low. Whisper to me, baby, and we're taking it slow. Baby, if you're ready, then we're ready to blow. We're jumping, we're on to something. The band's pumping, swinging and swaying and the rock and rolling.
come on now,
We're gonna party,
I know how.
yeah, to get started.
In the mood,
I'm going to boogie, roll that jive in music now.
Good afternoon, everyone, and God bless America.
This is WSRCS signing off. We are off air.
There we go. Close. All right, here we go.